What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I thought I would take this opportunity to jump on, and because the NFL Combine is freshly over, I said, you know what? This would be a great opportunity on my platform, Relatively Sports with Eugene Napoleon, to kind of talk about our two studs from WVU and the results of Bryce Ford-Wheaton, our superstar wide receiver, and of course, our D tackle and everything for West Virginia on defense this past season, Dante Stills. Looking at their measurables and their results for what they did, at the combine, I kind of wanted to go over this just so people get a clear understanding. Sometimes you hear the so-called experts, and the reason why I say that, because every year for the last umpteen years, you hear the so-called experts say who's going to make it, who's going to be a bust, who's not going to pan out, all this other jazz. And you know what's interesting about that? 9 times out of 10, they're always wrong. You always get someone that's either undrafted that winds up to be a mega superstar in the NFL, or you get someone who's highly rated, first-round pick, unfortunately, that goes the other way, and they're not as good their first few years at the NFL level. And here's my take on all of that. 9 times out of 10, if you have someone that can play this game at a very high level, it's going to take some time to maturate into from collegiate level to a professional level. And I don't care what professional league it's in. Of course, NFL is the creme de la creme. It's the upper room echelon, I should say, right? So I look at it through a different lens when you're looking at the combine. And these are the things that are really, really crucial. Some of the things that a lot of our megastars did well at the collegiate level. Now it's a little bit different when you're going through specific things that they're looking at. The scouts and the NFL guys that's in the upper room, player personnel directors, and all that. The executives, they're looking at really specific things when you are going through the NFL Combine each year. So this year, I wrote down a few notes. We had 300, I believe it was 319 prospects that were invited to the NFL Combine this particular year. 319. So just to get invited is a real special thing. So for Bryce Ford-Wheaton and Dante Stills to get invited, that's a great opportunity for them to show exactly what they were worth, right? And to really help the NFL draft stock. So let's take a look at Bryce first, okay? Bryce Ford-Wheaton, I believe his measurables, I think he measured in 6'4", 221 pounds. His 40 time, he ran a 4.38 At that size, yeah, that's picking up and putting them down. That's blazing, okay? His 10-yard split, I think he ran a 1.54. His vertical was 41 inches. Broad jump, a 10.9. His three-cone drill, which is very important, 6.97 in the three-cone drill. His 40-yard shuttle, or 20-yard shuttle, excuse me, was a 4.15. So when you do a composite sheet of all those numbers, they give you an overall score. So his athleticism score was an 88. Which ranks 5th among all receivers. Not bad at all. Total score was a 73. That ranked 22nd overall out of all the receivers. Now, those numbers, you put that in a composite as well, and that came out to a production score of 59, which ranked him 40th out of all the receivers. Let me break some of this stuff down. When you look at Bryce Ford-Wheaton as a talent, at 6'4", 221, it's going to be hard if you're playing cover zero or press man or cover one at the line of scrimmage on a 6'4" receiver that weighs 220, 221 with 4'3", 4'4" speed. Let me tell you something. Good luck. Good luck. The knock they're saying is he doesn't have quick feet in and out of the stem routes of his breaks. Okay. Let me tell you something. Again, the range that a quarterback can throw to a Bryce Ford-Wheaton, especially at the NFL level, is going to be magnificent. My opinion on this young man, whoever gets Bryce Ford-Wheaton is going to get a dynamite player that's going to be hungry to learn. And with these, like the intangibles that I just read off, anytime you get someone that's a long strider that can clock under a 4.5 in the 40 and you're 6'3" or better, listen, with a 41-inch vertical, those 50-50 balls, he's going to go get that. He's going to go get that. And the long speed, the 9 routes, those long crossing 16 to 18-yard dig routes is going to be a problem for any corner, safety, whatever, because of his size and his range. You could put the ball in a lot of places when you got a young man like a Bryce Ford-Wheaton out there. He's too long. He's long in all the right places. So I don't know what a expert would be talking about when you look at a receiver like this with all the intangibles. I'm so happy and proud of him, and I can't wait to see this young man play on Sundays. Oh, it's going to be something to behold. Great, great combine, great numbers. Looking forward to seeing what he does at the pro day. If he decides to perform at the pro day at WVU on campus, that's going to be interesting as well. But listen, great job, Bryce. Great job. I'm going to clap it up for you, my guy. I'm very proud and happy of you. And kudos to your family. I know your family very well. Great people. Looking forward, like I said, to seeing what you're going to do on Sundays, my dude. So congratulations on a great combine. Let's slide over to the man, the myth, the legend, Dante Stills. So his measurable, 6'3.5", 286 pounds. All right. His 40 time, 4.85 in a 40 for someone that's 286 pounds. Phenomenal. His 10-yard time was 1.72. Really good. Really good. Vertical, 28.5 inches. Okay. His broad jump was a 9.5. His three-cone drill was a 7.38. His 20-yard shuttle was a 4.61. And his overall production grade, prospect grade, was a 5.96. Now, when you think about his numbers, his athleticism, they ranked him, I think the score was 74, which ranked 8th. His production score actually was 66, excuse me. That was ranked 11th. And then his total score was a 69, which ranked him at 8th out of all the D tackles. Again, numbers that are off the charts. Now, depending on where you put him, he literally can play across the line, defensive line of scrimmage, all right? If you put him in a 3-4, 4-3, wide 9, those type of defenses for someone like him, and I get it, they may want him to bulk up a little bit, gain about maybe 10 to 12 more pounds. But here's the catch. When you have somebody 10 yards, that's, again, a 1.72 for somebody that weighs 280 plus pounds, and his 40 is a 4.8, that window of him playing across the front, and you have a lineman playing across from him, that's 300 plus pounds, that can't get their hands on him, he's going to be a problem. Because of his athleticism, he's going to be a problem to block. Now, if you double team him, then guess what? Depending on what defensive scheme you're in, you're opening up lanes for other guys to make the tackles. So even that is beneficial for a team that will draft the Dante Stills because of his overall athleticism. His productivity at WVU shows enough on film where he's going to dismantle and cause a lot of havoc at the line of scrimmage. So once again, someone like Dante Stills, with that athleticism, with that 40 time, with that quickness at the line of scrimmage, and I'm sure these guys are only going to get better at their craft, he and Bryce Ford-Wheaton, because they know what they have coming. They have the upcoming draft. So you don't think they're going to go and work on the things that the so-called experts say they need to work on? Of course they are. These young men, both of them are hard, diligent workers. They're going to do the things that they need to do to be prepared. So when they get drafted and when they go into training camp and mini camp and these things, they're going to be more than ready. I'm positive of that. The things that people don't understand about this process, you have to go to the combine and have a really good combine to kind of up your stock, your draft position. That's true. But more importantly, you're out there really competing with the best of the best at your position. So when you shine at the combine at your position, the scouts, the GMs, and the player personnel directors of these teams, they're getting a chance to see you exactly at your raw ability against the other competition that's supposed to be as good as you or quote unquote better than you. When you come and put up these type of numbers for both of them, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. And I guarantee you, there's no doubt in my mind, Dante Stills definitely helped his draft stock with that performance. Bryce Ford-Wheaton definitely helped his draft stock with that performance. They both did extremely well. And I'm looking forward to seeing both of these Mountaineers, like I said, line up and help some teams, whichever teams that are lucky enough to draft these two gems. I cannot wait to see both of these Mountaineers at the next level play on Sunday. Definitely looking forward to it. So just wanted to, like I said, that's my little take on it. Just wanted to give you my little recap, on Dante Stills and Bryce Ford-Wheaton. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you with a guest next week. You take care. I'm Eugene Napoleon, Relatively Sports. Take care.